Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm MrTieDye, and today we're gonna take a little trip back into the past. I was trying to figure out what video to do next, and looking through some old notes and stuff, I came across some old designs that I had said I was going to do and just never got around to it. So one of them, I haven't even come up with a name. On Instagram I had somebody call it Storm Radar. Basically it's a double pleat, scrunch pleat or something. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna go and do it because I have no excuses anymore. There's my round to it. So we're just going to jump in. I'm going to do 3 of them and dye them a little bit differently just so we can see what different methods of dyeing it does. But stay tuned and here we go. So what I'm going to do is start my what I call a rough pleat or a scrunched pleat. I'm going to scrunch from the bottom and then I'm going to scrunch across. You can do it either way. I just find this way is easiest. And what I'm doing, I'm not trying to do nice perfect pleats. I'm just doing a scrunched pleat and I'm trying to keep them kind of low. I don't want big tall pleats and little short pleats. I want them kind of be all about the same. So I'm just kind of doing just a rough, and you can even kind of just do a little bit of a scrunch in there just to add a little bit more pattern and texture. But once you get that done, then I turn it sideways and then I do the same thing. I just am going to gather that up and I'm just making sure that this here is all staying nice and even. So I pleated straight up and now I'm pleating straight across. So basically I'm doing a rectangle or a square, however you want to look at it. Once I get that done, then I'm going to push these sides in nice and tight. And there's my two-way scrunch pleat, or whatever you want to call it. Next thing I'm going to do, you can use rubber bands to tie this up. I like kite string, so that's what I'm going to use to tie mine up. And I do have a video on how I use the kite string, but basically what I'm doing is when I wrap it around here, I'm using my thumb to hold the kite string down to the table, so that then my other thumb is sliding this one right along the table and it slides it right underneath. So it just makes it quick and easy for me to wrap this up. There's how I do the folding. Like I say, it's just a really quick scrunch pleat going 2 ways, and then it gives me kind of a square or a rectangle here. And one thing you want to try to make sure that you do keep it in this nice square shape, because we're going to dye it, and the best way that I have found so far to dye it to give a nice patterning is to go diagonal across it. But we're going to try a few different methods. All of them will be diagonal across there, but changing up a little bit about how we dye it on the front and the back. So stay tuned. Let me get some gloves on. I already tied up a couple others, so we have 3 different ones, and I'm going to dye them just a little bit differently so you can see what this pattern does depending on how you lay your dyes down. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're all ready to go here. This first one I'm going to dye in shades of yellow, orange, and light pink. This here is a compilation. I had lemon yellow and a gold color, and I mixed them together. I'm down at the end of my bottles here, so I don't have specific colors, just colors. So anyways, what I'm going to do is dye this first one. I'm going to do kind of a repeating pattern on here, and then do the same thing on the back side. So I'm going to start out with yellow, and like I say, I'm going to go from corner to corner here. So I'm just going to put a line from the bottom corner all the way up to the top corner. And since this is kind of thick, I just want to kind of poke my bottle down in there, make sure I get it good and saturated. So now I'm going to do the same colors on the back side. So I got my lemon, or my yellow, going from this corner down to this corner. So we're going to do the same thing. Here's the first one. Like I say, I just did a repeating pattern, and then we're gonna mix it up on the next one, but I'm gonna let this batch for 48 hours and then I'll wash it out and you'll see the results here in about 2 seconds. Okay, it's been a couple days, so now it's time to get these t-shirts rinsed and washed. So the first one I got here is the one I did the diagonal, and I did it the same, so the yellow line is the same, and then I went out from there. So let's get these opened up. Yeah, looks like we've got some good color down there, so let me open this up. Okay, here we go with the first one. Okay, there's the first one. Okay, we're back to do another one of these. So this time I'm going to use 5 colors. I got Powerberry, Emerald Green, Bluebird, Plum, and Turquoise. But once again, these are down to the end of my mix here. So I've mixed a couple colors together just to give me more. So some of them are not exactly, you know, the colors that I listed here. Anyways, I do a lot of my own dye mixing when I'm running low. I kind of pour some of the same colors together just so that I can use them up. I didn't feel like trying to mix new dyes today, but I did want to get this video done. It's been a little while since I've done one. So anyways, so this time I'm going to just dye kind of in a DNA style. I'm going to just do lines, and then on the back side I'm going to alter the lines just a little bit, so we'll see what happens. So this time I'm just going to start up at one corner. I'm still going to dye diagonal across here. I think that provides the best patterning, but I'm going to dye from one corner down to the bottom corner here. Now I'm going to flip this over. The one thing when you're doing diagonal and you flip over, your lines change direction. So you have to make sure that you follow the direction of your lines. Right now they're running this way, but when I flip it over, they're going to be running this way. So what I'm going to do is alternate. So like this top corner here, I started with Powerberry and then green and then blue. So what I'm going to do is flip this over and then alternate. Instead of starting with the Powerberry, I'm going to start with the green right over this section and then move my way down through. So just like doing a DNA, the main thing is the fact that the diagonal lines are a little harder to keep track of. So just don't lose that. See my purple line right here? Now that purple line is running this way. So what I'm going to do now, instead of starting with the purple like I did, I'm going to start with the green here. So I'm just doing a DNA dye job on this one here. And then where the green was here, I'm going to put the blue. So we're just alternating one space here, just to mix it up and see what we get. Another one of the double scrunched pleats. This one I dyed DNA style. So we're going to let this batch for 48 hours and then we'll be back and you'll see the results here in about 2 seconds. Okay, that one looks good too, so let's get it rinsed. Alright, last one of these to do. This time I decided to do a wild one. So I do a wild spiral where I just use all my leftover colors and just randomly put lines on. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different colors here. And I'm just going to randomly put lines on one side, flip it over, and put lines on the other side. And this time I'm not going to keep track of which color goes where or anything. This is all going to be random, and some of my colors, I have yellow and purple next to each other and blue and orange next to each other, so we're going to get some browns in there. I love doing some color mixing. right on the t-shirt. So like I say, this is going to be the wild scrunched pleat. So here we go. Wild double pleated scrunch. I don't know what else to call it. Maybe you guys could suggest some names and we'll come up with a name for this pattern. So far just the storm radar that was put up on Instagram a few years ago, or almost 5 years ago. So there we go. I'm gonna let this batch with the others for 48 hours and you'll see the results here in about 2 seconds. Peace, love, light, and laughter. Okay, last but not least. Okay, so I'll get this tossed in, get these all washed, and then I'll have a video up for you guys soon. So peace, love, light, and laughter.